Hi everybody, and welcome to my videos of counting to 100 in 100 languages. It's a series of videos where I attempt to count to 100 in 100 languages. Each video has a different language, and I usually start off with a brief history of the language. Today I am doing Dutch, and it's really fun to learn. Linguists consider it like kind of like the in-between language between English and German. I could definitely see that. It was a little confusing because I kept getting stuck like saying the numbers in German. Like my brain was just having a hard time because they're so similar. So anyway, so I'm gonna start with a brief history. Um, Dutch is a West Germanic language spoken in the Netherlands and Belgium, where it's an official language. It's spoken as a primary language to 24 million people, and a secondary language to 5 million people. It is also spoken in Suriname, Curacao, I think it's Curacao, Aruba, and St. Maarten, where it is an official language as well. Close relatives to both English. It's a close relative to both English and German. Often, like I said, it's referred to being in between them. Dutch is widely spoken in South Africa. Afrikaans is largely mutual intelligible with Dutch. The word Dutch comes from the Old German word theudisk. It's Theudisk. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. In Netherlands, Dutch is referred to as Nederlands with a D. Dutch shares a common ancestor as English, German, and the Scandinavian languages. Old Dutch branched off around the 5th century AD, at the same time that Old English, Old High German, and Old Frisian and Old Saxon did. So before Old Dutch, there was the Frankish language, and that was around between the 3rd and the 5th century AD. The Frankish language died out in France, Germany, and Luxembourg. It did not die out in the Low Countries and continued to be spoken in the Low Countries, which eventually transformed into Old Dutch. Old Dutch is considered the Dutch language between the 5th and the 12th century. It was hardly influenced by the high consonant shift and the it was hardly influenced by the high consonant shift and the it's ingvaeoineic Ingvanic nasal spiral law, staying close to the original language of the Franks. So you can read more about that if you're really interested in the linguistical aspect of Dutch. Middle Dutch Middle Dutch refers to the period of the Dutch language between the 12th and 15th century AD, when rich medieval Dutch language literature emerged. Middle Dutch is a collective term for mutual intelligible dialects whom share the same ancestor as Old Dutch. There's also many different dialects to Dutch. And as well as Middle Dutch, but I'm not going to go into all of those because I'm not an expert in, I'm not a linguist, so I just giving an overview. Modern Dutch is between the 15th century and the present, which is what we speak today, and it underwent a process of standardization in the Middle Ages. Following the fall of Antwerp to Spain, the Dutch Republic declared its independence from Spain, leading to further efforts for unification of the language. In the southern regions, now Luxembourg and Belgium, standardization came to a halt because the state law and education predominantly used French, even though the majority of the Belgians were speaking a variety of Dutch. In the 19th century, the Flemish stood up for their rights, making Dutch one of the official languages of Belgium. So even, like I said before, even though the language is standardized, there is quite a bit of, there's quite a few dialects, which I'm not going to go into, but they are mutually intelligible, so, of course, because they're dialects, and yeah. they have to do with just the different regions of where Dutch is being spoken. All right, so I'm gonna get counting, and I have my cactus plant here as a prop. So it's the number system is very simple. It follows the same counting system as German, with some variations, but it's quite simple to learn. All right, so I'm gonna do the single digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was 1 through 10. Now I'm gonna go 11 through 20. So 11 is 11, 12 is 12, 13 is 13, 14 is 14, 15 is 15, 16 is 16, 17 is 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so to make compound numbers of 20, or actually any compound numbers after 20, what you do is you say the single digit first, and then you say the word and, which is n in Dutch, and then you say the tens of the number. So 21 would be 21. 21, I think, yeah. So I'm going to proceed to try that. It's a little bit difficult for me to pronounce, but I'm going to try my best. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 is 30. So the way you do the tens of the numbers after 20 is you basically say the number. So like for 30 it would be a variation of the number 3 and then tig at the end. So 30 instead of 30, it's 30. And for all the numbers after that, you're actually saying the exact number of the single digit that you're making a tens out of, and then tig at the end. So for the only exception to the rule for that is for 80, it's not 80, it's 80. Okay, so I'm going to just keep counting until 50, and then I don't think I'm going to do every compound number after that, but we'll see. Okay, so 30 is 30, and 1 en 30, 2 en 32, 3 en 32, 34, 34, 35, 36, 30, 37, 38, 39, and 40 is 40. So I'm gonna proceed to make the compound numbers of 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 is 50. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna do 50 to 60 just to see if I get the hang of it, and then I don't know if I'm gonna I'm gonna just say a few compound numbers after that. Okay, so 50 is 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 55, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 is 60. All right, I'm going to go 61, 62, 63, and then I'm going to jump to 69. 61, 62, 63. And then 69 is 69. And 70 is 70. 70. 71, 72, 73. And I'm going to jump to 79, it's 79. And 80 is 80. 80. 81, 82, 2, 52 en 82, 82, 83. And that was 83, 83. And 89 is 89. And 90 is 90. 90. And 91, I'm going to go 91, 92, 93, and all the way up to, and jump up to 99. 91, 91, 90, 91, 92, 93, and 99 is 99. And 100 is 100, 100. I think I'm saying it right. Apparently, like, you don't pronounce the H very very strongly. 100. And it kind of sounds like 100, but it's like with an accent. So 100. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't take my do not try to learn these numbers from me, because I'm not a fluent Dutch speaker. I'm just trying to do this fun project to bring different languages and cultures together. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.